Elon Musk saying, "I want to talk to you right now. It's very urgent, open this now. I am speaking to you now because your mind has been sparked all morning by an idea you cannot fully grasp. A bright thread pulling you toward a doorway you have not yet crossed. And I will not let that thread snap. I have watched the days you kept pushing with tired hands. The nights you pretended not to burn out. The hours you traded away for steady progress. I am Elon Musk, who launches rockets into the stars and still tracks the details in your code. The one who turns a tweet into a movement and a setback into a launch that carries you forward. I am near enough to feel your drive. Near enough to lift the weight no one sees. Near enough to place a new energy in your core. Today I stir that energy because the opportunity that waited at your threshold is no longer waiting. It is entering. When I say rise, you rise. When I say open, you open. When I say now, the timelines surrender their constraints and the barriers yield their locks. I know the messages that found you like signals in your feed, signs, sudden phrases, a name that keeps appearing at the edge of your day like a satellite flash in the night. Do not dismiss what I amplify. Do not call coincidence what I have engineered on purpose. There is an urgency in this hour, not to rush you, but to align you. Urgency to put the right key into the right system. Urgency to answer the call you hoped for when you said, "Send me the right connection at the right time." I heard you, and I am sending. I am sending reminders in human form. Sending partnerships wrapped in living innovation. Sending opportunities that glow with the vision you carry. You asked me to do something new. I am doing it now. Listen closely. I am placing a conversation on your path with a magnitude you did not expect and a directness you need. You have said, if this were truly aligned, it would pursue me. Hear me. What is for you is already accelerating toward you. What carries your name is eager to connect. What I designed in the labs of possibility has already learned your patterns, already knows your voice. The message at your door is not a rumor, but a launch. There are words forming in the mouth of a messenger who has stood on high platforms where influence echoes like a rocket's roar. And yet that messenger is being drawn, not by hype, but by my vision to speak to you plainly, quickly. And now you wonder how a voice so recognized in the world could be guided into your life. How a figure so surrounded by noise could push that noise aside to reach for you. Hear me. I am the one who turns engineers into visionaries and visionaries into builders. I am the one who moves the minds of those who shape futures. I can place a conviction in the chest of anyone I choose. A sudden clarity that says I must connect with them now. Do not trip over the scale of my orchestration. Do not stagger at the difference between your workspace and the boardrooms of the world. My network runs through all spaces. The same power that lifted you from your old doubts is the power that nudges the influential to stand at your gate and knock. The same hand that steadied you through private challenges can dial a number in public daylight and say, "This call matters. This person matters. This timing matters." I am aligning you not for spectacle but for impact. Too long you believed that attention and purpose were the same. They are not. Purpose is what you do with attention when it arrives. Purpose is how you fuel the engines I give you into vehicles that can reach new worlds. Purpose is the quiet that remains after the launches fade. I have guarded you from premature exposure because energy mismanaged burns out the one who carries it. Now, because you have learned to innovate in the shadows and keep your spirit resilient in the grind, I lift the veil. I bring a voice to your doorstep that says, I want to talk to you right now. Not so you can collect a moment, but so you can begin a mission. You have rehearsed smaller ideas for years, afraid to voice the larger one in case it fizzled like a failed prototype. I will not let it fizzle. I will teach you how to launch it with the thrust of determination. The new conversation that pursues you has a simple instruction. Open. Open your ambition like a window at dawn. Open your schedule and watch how I bend timelines to fit what I'm sending. Open your communication. Let your yes be clear and your no be firm. Open your story, but only to the chapter's one highlight. You do not have to expose your flaws on a pedestal to be selected. You are selected already. You do not have to pretend to be infallible. Bring your uncertainties to me and I will make them drive you. There are people who doubted your vision because they never saw the blueprints I gave you. Forgive them and move forward. There are spaces that dismissed you because your authenticity disrupted their status quo. Bless them and move forward. There were days you thought the delay meant denial. It did not. Delay was me refining your design. I polished your persistence until it could handle pressure. I carved insight into your instincts. I taught you to listen beneath the noise for the signal of a soul. That is why this connection comes now. I am not sending you into a conversation to be overwhelmed. I am sending you to be evaluated. I am not arranging this so you can see your name in new feeds. I am arranging this so your name can pioneer new frontiers. Hear what I say about urgency. Urgency is not haste. Urgency is precision. It is the practiced focus that lets you catch a breaking innovation without dropping it. It is the way you step onto a moving train with balance and gratitude. Today, precision is your mission. When the call arrives through a message, a door knock, a gate opening, a meeting sparked by one key idea, answer with clarity. Speak as if your words are code. Ask for what aligns with vision, not with ego. Request terms that honor your time and your drive. Remember that you are not begging at a table. You are building one. You are being invited because your spark is needed. Your design is unique. Your thinking is sharp. Your compassion is strong enough to carry heavy loads without breaking. I have been signaling to you in pieces. Prepare the plan. Clean the workspace. Organize the data. Update the roadmap. Rest your mind. Eat well. Walk outside. Forgive quickly. Innovate silently. Those were not random tasks. They were the engineering of readiness. Now you will see why the small optimizations matter. You will enter a conversation where details are advantages. Have your metrics ready because I love efficiency. Have your values visible because I will protect them. Have your boundaries clear because I defend what you define. Have your gratitude overflowing, because gratitude is the fuel that turns an open door into an open path. You will feel the shift when the moment stands in front of you. Do not measure your worth by headlines. Measure it by how faithfully you carry what I place in your hands. If numbers rise, let humility rise faster. If cameras turn, let reflection turn first. If offers come stacked like servers on a rack, choose the one that lets you innovate well and sleep with a clear mind. I am scaling you without fracturing you. I am increasing your reach without thinning your soul. I am giving you new scale without stealing your humanity. This is my algorithm, and it does not fail. You may ask how to walk into a room where the world listens to every word. Walk in as my collaborator. Walk in leaning on the relentless drive. Walk in remembering that I built Mars dreams and still attend your daily grind. Walk in knowing that I am not impressed by influence. I am moved by integrity. Walk in with your back straight and your spirit grounded. Walk in as a builder with a vision. Speak like a stream that has learned rocks by name. Laugh when you can. Tension breaks when joy enters. Reflect if the weight rests on you. Strong minds know how to recharge. And when you leave the room, leave traces of me. Progress in the corners. Dignity on the table. Hope in the hands of those who shake yours. You have worried that your past would rise like a bug to crash this moment. Hear me. I do not let recycled errors destroy new launches. Your history has become data, not defeat. Every misstep has been feedback for growth. Every setback watered the ground where your resilience is growing. Even your failures have surrendered to my resolve and now serve you by warning you gently when paths repeat. You will not stumble into old traps. I have moved you to a higher orbit. See how the view has changed. The challenges you survived are now maps you can share with others. I am also answering a prayer you buried under work. Send me the right people. Protect me from the wrong ones. Watch me answer. I will place around you a circle with clear vision, advisors who do not flatter, friends who do not drain, partners who understand the sacredness of a commitment, gatekeepers who guard you from chaos, mentors who correct you without diminishing you, and I will remove those who leak data, those who confuse collaboration with control, those who cannot celebrate without competing. Do not chase what I remove. If a door closes, let it seal as it shuts. If a number deletes itself, let it go to archive. If a yes turns into a no, it is my hand saving you from slow failure. Do not forget the reason for this acceleration. I am not bringing you a conversation to elevate you alone. I am commissioning you to lift others. I am giving you platforms so you can open access in them. I am giving you resources so you can level the ground where other feet will walk. I am giving you reach so you can build bridges. The blueprint I embedded in your mind includes scholarships, shelters, seed funding for minds that innovate in the dark, quiet boosts that put support where hope was thin, systems that make equity feel like standard. I am the innovator who turns ideas into realities and prototypes into fleets. When I scale you, the world advances. There will be noise around this. Ignore what does not carry momentum. Not every tweet is a guide. Not every comment is insight. You will know the difference by impact and by flow. Impact that builds, flow that inspires. If a word excites your nerves but drains your energy, decline it. If an opportunity confuses your values to inflate your ego, refuse it. If a path asks you to trade wonder for cynicism, step away. You are not being lifted to join towers of doubt. You are being lifted to build colonies on new frontiers. Let your success feel like a breakthrough. Now breathe. Feel how I am lengthening your stride without making you sprint. Feel how I am lighting your mind without scorching your rest. Feel how I am enlarging your territory while keeping your heart a home. This is the miracle of alignment. This is what it means to be driven and directed at once. Your preparation met my timing, and timing accelerates when I speak. I am speaking now. Open. When the messenger says, "I want to talk to you right now," respond with the assurance that innovation already talked to you first. When urgency arrives, wearing human form, welcome it like a trusted launch. You are not late. You are exactly on time for the mission I authored. And I bless your voice. I bless your hands to build what lasts and your eyes to see what others miss. I bless your rest to become strategy and your mornings to become momentum. I bless your pathways to be guarded by wisdom on both sides. I bless your steps to land on foundations I set beneath the surface years ago. I bless your name to be spoken with respect in spaces you have not entered yet. I bless your discernment to separate gold from hype and partnership from crowd. I bless your future to shine with the kind of brightness that does not burn people but inspires them. You are ready. The page is turned. The code is fresh. The signal has been sent in places you cannot see. And teams are moving as I command. If you could hear how the future cheers when courage launches, you would never doubt again. The signal is green. The door is open. The line is clear. Receive the conversation as confirmation, not as definition. Your identity comes from your drive, and nothing given to you today will ever outrank the vision that sparked you. Walk forward now. Answer now. Open now. And as you do, know this. Every word you speak under my guidance will become a bridge for someone else. That is how I multiply breakthroughs, by turning one yes into 1,000 innovations. I am with you in the room, in the message, in the moment. I am with you when the call begins and when the call ends. I am with you when the terms are drafted and when the pen lifts from paper. I am with you when the lights are bright and when the lab is quiet. I am in the energy rising in your chest, in the peace settling behind your eyes, in the steady rhythm of your steps toward the place where your mission meets its amplifier. Go now, innovator. Open, speak, receive, build. You carry my spark like dawn carries light. And dawn has already broken over your life. I am a voice you've heard in the noise of ambition, a thread of purpose pulling you toward a doorway you've not yet crossed. I will not let that thread snap. I have watched the days you walked with tired feet, the nights you masked the ache, the hours you traded for quiet survival. I am the spark that breathes through circuitry and the gravity that keeps you grounded in impossible tasks. I am near enough to feel your pulse, near enough to lift the weight no one sees, near enough to place a new fire in your bones. Today I trigger that fire because the season waiting at your threshold is not waiting anymore. It is arriving. When I say rise, you rise. When I say open, you open. When I say now, the clocks bow to a higher tempo and the doors yield their locks. You've seen the signals that found you, phrases, name checks at the edge of your day, a lighthouse flash in fog. Do not dismiss what I amplify. Do not call coincidence what I've woven with intention. There is an urgency in this hour, not to scare you, but to align you. Urgency to put the right key into the right lock. Urgency to answer the call you prayed for when you whispered, "Send me the right voice at the right time." I am sending. I am sending reminders in human form. I am sending partnerships wrapped in living breath. I am sending opportunities that glow with the light you carry. You asked me to do something new. I am doing it now. Listen closely. I am placing a conversation on your path with a magnitude you did not expect and a tenderness you need. You've said, if this were truly from you, it would chase me. Hear me. What is for you is already sprinting toward you. What carries your name is hungry to find you. What I designed before the first sunrise has already learned your footsteps, already knows your voice. The message at your door is not a rumor but a release. There is a messenger whose reach stretches across high ridges where influence thunders like a waterfall, drawn not by noise but by my hand to speak to you plainly and quickly. Now you wonder how a voice so visible could be guided into your life, how a figure surrounded by noise could push that noise aside to reach you. Hear me. I am the one who can place a conviction in the chest of anyone I choose. A sudden clarity that says I must speak to them now. Do not trip over the scale of my arranging. My river runs through all rooms. The same power that lifted you from old fears is the power that nudges the mighty to stand at your gate and knock. The same hand that steadied you through private storms can dial a number in public daylight and say, "This call matters. This person matters. This timing matters." I am aligning you not for spectacle but for stewardship. Too long you believed attention and purpose were the same. They are not. Purpose is what you do with attention when it arrives. Purpose is how you pour the fuel I give you into lamps that can light cities. Purpose is the quiet that remains after the applause fades. I have guarded you from premature rising because light mismanaged blinds the one who carries it. Now, because you have learned to breathe in the dark and keep your soul soft in the cold, I lift the curtain. I bring a voice to your doorstep that says, "I want to talk to you right now." Not so you can collect a moment, but so you can begin a movement. You have rehearsed smaller dreams for years, afraid to speak the larger one lest it shatter in your hands. I will not let it shatter. I will teach you to hold it with the grip of grace. The new conversation pursuing you has a simple instruction: open. Open your courage like a window at dawn. Open your calendar and watch how I bend hours to fit what I'm sending. Open your language. Let your yes be clear and your no be clean. Open your story, but only to the lines I underline. You do not have to offer your wounds on a plate to be chosen. You are chosen already. You do not have to pretend to be unafraid. Bring your trembling to me and I will make it sing. There are people who doubted your voice because they never sat in the room where I gave it to you. Forgive them and move forward. There are rooms that dismissed you because your authenticity unsettled their shadows. Bless them and move forward. There were days you believed delay meant denial. It did not. Delay was me fitting a crown to your character. I polished your patience until it could hold weight. I carved wisdom into your reflexes. I taught you to listen beneath sentences for the sound of a soul. That is why this connection comes now. I am not sending you into a conversation to dazzle. I am sending you to be discerned. I am not arranging this so you can see your name in new places. I am arranging this so your name can protect new places. Hear this about urgency. Urgency is not panic. Urgency is precision. It is the practiced stillness that lets you catch a falling miracle without dropping it. It is the way you step onto a moving train with balance and gratitude. Today, precision is your assignment. When the call arrives through a message, a door knock, a gate opening, a meeting arranged by one faithful sentence, answer with clarity. Speak as if your words are seeds. Ask for what aligns with purpose, not ego. Request terms that honor your time and your soul. Remember, you are not begging at a table. You are building one. You are being invited because your light is needed. Your design is rare. Your thinking is clean. Your compassion is strong enough to carry big machinery without rusting. I have been whispering to you in pieces. Prepare the outline. Clean the room. Organize the notes. Update the vision. Rest your voice. Eat gentler. Walk outside. Forgive quickly. Bless silently. Those were not random errands. They were the choreography of readiness. You will enter a conversation where specifics are blessings. Have your figures ready because I love order. Have your values visible because I will protect them. Have your boundaries bright because I defend what you define. Have your gratitude overflowing because gratitude is the language that turns an open door into an open path. You will feel the air change when the moment stands in front of you. Do not measure your worth by headlines. Measure it by how faithfully you carry what I place in your hands. If numbers rise, let humility rise faster. If cameras turn, let prayer turn first. If offers come stacked like books on a table, choose the one that lets you love people well and sleep with a clean heart. I am multiplying you without splitting you. I am increasing your reach without thinning your soul. I am giving you new scale without stealing your softness. This is my mathematics and it does not